Good morning, welcome to episode 14 of Vlogmas. I've really been enjoying the daily challenge of making videos, but today it is going to be a bit of a challenge. I've got a core workout to do, I've got a cross-country style session to do on the mud, I've then got to go and buy a suit for my granddad's funeral tomorrow, I've then got to film a video for tomorrow's upload. It's going to be a very busy day, but anyway. Just got up, had my morning coffee and breakfast, and I'm about to do my core workout in the kitchen. Not quite Iten Kenya, but today is Wednesday and I'm trying to keep up my routine of doing my core workouts 3 days a week. So on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. That does sound quite a lot, but when you build it up, it's not that bad. And now I feel like I've got a good strong core, so I want to maintain that while I'm back. Got my mat here, get that rolled out, and I'll get 45 minutes of core done this morning before I do a cross-country style session. Also this morning, I'm going to head down to a new location, somewhere with grass, so reduce the impact, and also a few hills to really challenge me ahead of maybe some cross-country races. I'm not sure. We'll see how things go. But there is one this Saturday which I may do just as a bit of fun to see where my fitness is at and also score some points for my club. So yeah, just going to get this bad boy rolled out, get 45 minutes of core done, and then I will tell you a little bit more about my session and go and get that one ticked off as well. And I'm going to try and document it as well. Anyway, stop complaining, let's go. Alexa, pause. So if you want to give this workout a go, I made a video on it, a 30-minute ab routine. You can go click it up here. As I said, the first few weeks when you do it, but then you slowly build up the strength and it becomes more about maintaining it. But let's get this done. Alexa, play. So that's that done. Core session done for the day. Task 1 of 4. And now I'm off to do my session, a little bit of a cross-country session today. I'm going to try using a new place that I've not used before for some training. I've got my spikes here that I use for cross-country. They've got some 15mm spikes in the front and they've got some shorter spikes in the back. And I've brought the Nova Blast 4 as well for the warm-up and cool-down, which I'll do on the road. Today's session is going to be 4 by K, 10 by 400 meters. So those K reps are going to be done all on the hill. So it's sort of like a, I think it's only about 400 meters, this little area that I'm going to use. So it's going to be a few laps up and down the hill. So I'm not going to really worry about the pace. I'm just going to focus on the effort. And then I'm going to do 10 by 400 meters, slightly faster, just to work on a little bit higher turnover. Haven't really done much sort of 400 meter type work in a little while. So yeah, it'd be good if I can get some spikes on and on the softer ground, which should be better for my legs. But yeah, gonna head down to this new place. I drive past it on the way to my gym and I thought maybe that would be good. It's very, very hilly, very muddy. So yeah, and then I'm gonna jump in the sauna afterwards because, you know, you gotta make a little bit of time for yourself. Anyway, let's head down there and see how this one goes. I just arrived at the location I've got in mind for today's session. It's just behind me here. I don't know if you can see, but it's basically just a hill. I'm going to run sort of up and down. It should be a nice honest loop. There's sort of some cambers on the route as well, which is going to replicate a cross-country course, which will be good. And yeah, the main reason that I'm really doing this on the grass is that it should be a little bit less impact on my legs. So I'm going to hop out the car, get the Nova Blasts on and do a 3 kilometer sort of warm up, and then I'll come back to the car, change into some shoes. I'm not sure if I'm going to go spikes or trail shoes yet, and then I'll get stuck into the session. Look at that, the sun's come out. I am struggling to get used to the weather here in the UK at the moment. I think today it's 8 degrees, which is not that cold, but when you're coming from a warm climate back to this, not ideal conditions to be training in. I'm not sure why people live in this country in the winter, to be honest with you. But anyway, I've not actually run around these areas before, so it's a little bit different. Doing some exploring as well. And then I'll get stuck into the into the session. So I've just changed into my spikes, ready to start the session. So just a reminder, it's 4 by 1 kilometre, 10 by 400 metres, and I'm planning on just running around the outskirts of this hilly field. So some laps will be uphill, some laps will be downhill. I'm not going to really worry about the pace, just focus on the effort. I've got 2 cameras set up, one on the fence there and my iPhone over there, so that's what's going to be recording the session. But my watch is ready, I'm going to get started. I've got 10 seconds and then I'm into the first rep. My watch will beep and then I'll start. 3, 2, 1, let's go. First K rep. There we go, first rep done. 3:42. Not very fast, but on this terrain, as I said, it's all about effort. It's very, very boggy. On that downhill section over there, it's a bit sketchy. I nearly fell, so it's going to be good practice. Nice and soft, perfect conditions. Second rep done. 3:40 for that one, so slightly faster. Definitely going to need longer spikes in my shoes because on that downhill I'm slipping all over the place. Nearly stacked it a few times, but if I do fall, it's very, very soft, so I'm not too worried, but we definitely need some more aggressive spikes. Here we go, rep number 3. So I've got 1 rep to go. Well, my mouth's so cold I can hardly talk. But yeah, 9 reps of 10 done for the 400s. Just got 1 to go. Averaging about 1 minute 22 for the 4s. And I've got the last one to go now. So yeah, here we go. Last push. Come on. There we go. Solid cross-country session banked. Let's get back to the car, do the warm down and get into the sauna, eh? Oh, that was so tough. So just finished the cool down and the session. That was really tough this morning, but just what I needed. It was nice to do it on the softer surface, as I was saying. It just felt a lot nicer on my legs. Don't have to worry about the impact so much. I'll go over the session quickly here on Strava. So the session was 4 by a kilometre at around 10k effort, followed by 10 by 400 metres at more like 3k effort. So a good mix of some speed and some endurance in there. Sorry, the camera is fogging up a little bit, but that's the conditions we've got today. So let me have a look down here on Strava, the workout analysis. The first kilometre was 3:42, followed by 3:39, 3:39 and then 3:40. So yeah, all really consistent and on a really hilly loop. I think that was an honest effort. Not the fastest reps, but definitely effort-wise, I think my heart rate was in the 170s. And then, as you can see here, the 10 by 400s, again, all really consistent, a little bit faster. I think I averaged about 325, sorry, per K in terms of those reps. Some a little bit faster, some a little bit slower, but they were up. Some were uphill, some were downhill. And then I finished with a quick 2k cool down. So all in all, the session was 16 kilometers and 331 meters of elevation gain. Really happy with that session. Good to get that one ticked off. But yeah, it's all go today. Off to the gym we go. Oh yeah, that's better. It's nice and warm in here. So lovely little sauna session there. I just had lunch. Unfortunately today was a meal deal kind of day. I know, I'm a bit embarrassed, but had to be done. I went for prawn mayo sandwich. I haven't had one of those in ages. Some eggs and a Monster energy drink. Not a good day in terms of nutrition, but it just had to be done. Quickly driven to Freeport Braintree. I'm now going to try and get a suit. It is currently 1:45. I reckon I can get in, get a suit and back to the car in half an hour. That's my plan. And then get home and start making some videos. Woo! I just made it back home. I accidentally ended up in a Greek restaurant on the way back to the car. Just couldn't find the car and ended up in there. But I had an early dinner. But I'm going to spend the rest of the afternoon catching up on a bit of editing. Hope you enjoyed today's session. 4 by 1 kilometre and 10 by 400 metres. It's a pretty good session. I usually do it on the track or the road and is more tailored to sort of 5k, 10k. But today I decided to do it on the grass just in case I want to do that cross-country race this weekend. And I've also got a few cross-country races in January that I could jump into if I wanted to. So yeah, it was nice to do something a little bit different. Plenty of elevation, and I had a little cheeky sauna after the session as well, which is a luxury. But yeah, going to crack on with the editing. Hope you enjoyed day 13. 13, is it day 13? Day 14 of Vlogmas. And until next time, aspire to run, run to inspire, and we'll see you again soon.